Okay. Mr. Vaquera.
Thank you, Josh. The deadline of tonight, I mean, isn't it, to begin with, an arbitrary deadline? The agreement, the framework expires at the end of June. You're allowing for the fact that it could be extended, which to all our ears, I'm sure, means it's going to be extended at least into tomorrow. Isn't the de facto deadline 2 weeks from now when Congress gets back?
I wouldn't characterize it that way. I think I would concede a little bit on the front end that the date is at least a little arbitrary. And the reason for that is that these negotiations have been going on for more than a year. And it's appropriate at some point for everybody to say, look, we're either going to reach an agreement or we're going to have to try something else. Because we don't want to be in a position where we're just sort of mindlessly talking without actually advancing toward an agreement. And that is why it's appropriate in this case to put in what some might observe would be, could describe as an arbitrary deadline. But it's a serious one nonetheless. And based on the fact that we have been in these conversations for more than a year, it's very clear to the Iranians what sort of commitments the international community is seeking from them. And that's why we believe that by the end of March, we should be able to reach at least the broad outlines of a political agreement that would establish a framework for the technical talks that would continue.
You don't envision a scenario where negotiators go away for a couple of days and then come back?
Well, I don't want to. At this point, our negotiators are still having constructive conversations, and we haven't reached the deadline yet. What my colleagues in Europe have indicated is that if the conversations continue to be productive but yet aren't finalized by the end of the day today, that they would leave open the possibility of continuing those negotiations. So I wouldn't want to speculate about events beyond that.